8.7 and the full court press with Manny and Daz. All things basketball, your home court advantage for all things basketball across the peninsula and across the globe. Manny, I just wanted to ask you, maybe it's a good opportunity. We've got a lot to get through with the big V results with the men and women. Also, we can, if we have time, we'll touch on the youth guys as well. Also, some big games coming up. Big game for the Sharks tonight against Camberwell. I'd really like the listeners to know a little bit more about Manny and Manny's story. So, can you tell us, this is season 2 for you?
Yes, it is.
What season 1 looked like? Didn't play last week. Hopefully, you're suiting up for the Sharks tonight. But how did you find yourself on the peninsula?
Well, my uncle played out here in the 90s for Frankston. So he would come back and tell me a lot about Australia and things of that nature. So when I got done with college, you know, the thing is, if you don't make the NBA, you go to another country and try to play there. So Steve Blakely, the coach at Danny Dong right now, was my uncle's roommate at the time.
Okay.
So my dad, being the athletic director at the University of Utah, they contact each other for players, and he contacted him, so I sent over my resume and kind of what I was able to accomplish in college. And he said, you know, I think you can play over here, and I'll try to find you a spot. And he contacted Southern Peninsula, and within about a month, I was on the plane over to Australia and touched down, and I've loved it ever since. The first season, you really don't know what to expect, you know, playing in another country with a different basketball, you know, and things like that. But we had a pretty up and down year last year, you know, some highs and some lows. We didn't make the playoffs, which was something that, you know, every team wants to do.
Yeah, of course.
And we just didn't make it happen. So coming back next year, we kind of got some guys around, and we think that we're going to be a good unit this year and to be able to make a run and hopefully win the championship.
Excellent stuff. And I know that having been down and watching training, you've got some talent playing. We're talking obviously men at the moment, but some major talent down there. You're obviously a key focus on the result and the success of the club, and that's why you're here. And I think it's awesome for the club to have you here, signed up for a second season and beyond. Who else should we be looking at for the guys that are coming down? They're going to know you. We're going to make sure they know you. Who else is a really key players that sit in that starting 5 for the Sharks this season?
Definitely, we have Ryan Tyndall. He played Seabold at Sandringham last year. He's a big guy, about 6'8", you know, so he's going to be man in the middle of the paint. Also, we have Dave Hankin, who has played at Frankston Seabold for the last 10 or so years. So those two guys bring that leadership and that poise that we'll need, that we lacked last year. So I think that'll be a good thing to have both of those guys. And we had Todd Mitchell. He also played for the Sharks a couple of years ago, took a year off with work and things, but now he's back motivated to play. So the guys are looking good. And
what about, now I'm going to struggle with the surname here, and this is a good practice opportunity for me, for Matthew Dijkhuizen?
Dijkhuizen.
Dijkhuizen, you know, must be a fair way off.
Yeah, he actually played.
Apologies, Matthew.
He actually played with us last year, but work commitments kind of made him deteriorate to where he couldn't play the full season. But this year, you know, he's really good friends with Ryan and Dave and Todd, so he decided, you know, I'm going to give it another go. And last week in the first game, he definitely made his presence known on both ends of the court, and he was really pushing us and was a pivotal point for our comeback. Even though we fell short by 3 to Chelsea last week, he definitely played a great game.
Yeah, I think there's some names that they're going to be familiar with, become familiar with the listeners out there when they start getting along to the games, and none more important than you, Manny. So I think it's building towards a very exciting season from all reports. We've got players in place. You know, there are